So I took a break from Valorant. Damn! To be honest, I had heard a lot of people talk about this on social media. I can't tell you how many times I'd seen somebody go, I'm just kinda done with Valorant. Or I don't really feel Valorant anymore. Does anybody even hop on Valorant anymore? I figured this would never happen to me, but it did. Sometime in March, I just one day stopped playing and, well, we got to November and that's when I finally decided it was my turn to return. This might sound familiar to some of you, and yet you might be that person that clicked on this video who just started playing Valorant. And to you I say, have fun. But just know there will come a time when you just get to that point where you don't want to hop on anymore. What is he doing?
I did not see this coming!
Nice try, mate.
Or at least, that's what most of us who have been defeated and fallen into the Valorant cycle think. You find a game that you enjoy, you begin to grind that game. Then you get tired, maybe even burnt out of the game, so you decide to take a break. Finally, you decide, it's my turn to return. So you hop back on, but now you suck because you haven't played in a while. So you try to play more to get better, but because you suck, you don't want to play. So eventually you get to that point where you decide to grind. And then you grind and you get once again to that initial point of, I've grinded so much, I want to take a break. Whether this happened to you with Valorant or another game that you play a lot of, eventually we just all get to that point where you grow tired of doing the same thing over and over and over. And I know what you're thinking. How is this specific to Valorant when you just said it could happen to you in other games? Well, I can't speak for other games. I mean, I could, but I want to focus on Valorant. For Valorant specifically, it's the makeup, and it's specifically what a lot of us grind for that creates this Valorant cycle. Because here, you're not grinding to get 50 kills in one of your matches. You're not grinding to unlock all the agents. You might be initially, but you're probably gonna get to that point where you decide, I want to take on ranked. And I know there are some people out there that take a lot longer to eventually get to that point where they feel comfortable or they feel confident enough to hop on ranked. But it's because of Valorant's ranked queue that a lot of us end up getting burnt out of Valorant. You'll hear plenty of people talk about how they are hard stuck in a specific rank, or how they've been playing, but because their teammates suck, they can't win any matches. Or they continue playing, but they don't see any improvement. They don't see what they want to see within themselves, and that frustrates them a lot. These are the specific things that us, as Valorant players, typically end up struggling with. So with all that covered, let's say that you happen to be that person. I'm looking at you. You are in that Valorant cycle right now. And you're clicking on this video, now realizing you're in the pit of it all. You are in the trenches. You can't get out of silver. You can't get out of gold. You can't get out of plat. But you also realize you're in that Valorant cycle and you're tired of it. You don't want to be there anymore. How do you get out of this cycle? Well, to be honest, it's actually quite easy. And over my break, I figured it out. When on the conquest, the journey of figuring out why did I grow to hate a game I enjoyed so much, a game that I had months where I looked forward on hopping on, joining my fellow plat players, and thinking today's the day I hit diamond, and I was grinding. I was doing my best to learn whatever role I thought suited me the best. Where did I go wrong? Where did I grow this tremendous hate toward a game I once loved? Well, it was in the moment that I hyper-fixated on what was my supposed goal, and what I thought was the only way I could reach that goal.
My aim is chalked.
Because you think, when you click on all the ranks, you see that target that you have. And everybody obviously has different targets, but you realize this is what I'm shooting for. And so you know the only way to get there is to hop on that ranked queue, and hopefully you win a match, and hopefully Valorant decides to bless you and give you more than 10 RR, because, you know, Riot, I don't know, maybe check my account sometime, because I feel like I might be hard stuck and it might be your fault. But anyways, once you start going down that hole, you realize you may have an issue. But unfortunately, that's not the problem. The problem is that, yes, the only way you get RR is by hopping on ranked, but in order to increase in your rank, you have to get better. And sometimes getting better does not necessarily mean taking the game super seriously, but just simply playing with friends, hopping on unrated. Hey, I know, for a while I avoided unrated like the plague. I did not want to play unrated. I was hopping on ranked. Maybe if I'm warming up, I'm hopping on deathmatch, but I'm only hopping on ranked because I'm trying to get to the rank that I want to get to. But no, just hopping on, playing with friends, doing something outside of your routine, because let me tell you, it does become a routine. If you are grinding to get to a specific rank, it does become a routine. And sometimes simply by breaking that routine, doing different things, trying different methods. Heck, some people recommend it, some people don't. It honestly depends all entirely on you. But trying aim trainers is also something that you might want to try. Heck, even playing other games might simply increase your game awareness, your gun skill, your mechanical skill of being able to aim better. I know that Valorant was actually the first competitive shooter that I played on PC. I grew up playing console. I was an Xbox fanboy. And it took me a good amount of time before I eventually felt comfortable with my mechanical skill. And even now, I feel like there's still much improvement for me to have when it comes to being able to aim with the keyboard and mouse. But this is really just a long-winded way to say, at the end of the day, it is just a game. But to be honest, as somebody that has gotten told that countless times, is it really just a game to me? I am tired of my teammates holding me back when I'm trying to rank up. I am frustrated that we just lost a very close game, or that I could have clutched up. And you want to tell me it's just a game?
I was lagging.
And lastly, it's going to be alright. You might have ranked down, but it's going to be alright. You're going to bounce back. And if you haven't hopped on ranked, I mean, don't let this scare you off. Ranked has been some of the most fun I've ever had in a game in general. Valorant has a lot to bring up, and I think in a time right now where a lot of people on social media are talking about how Valorant might just not be for them anymore, or they're not enjoying it, I think taking a step back and looking at it from this point of view might help that out. Yes, if you're tired of Valorant, we all need breaks from something that we've done repetitively. I don't disagree with that, but I am kind of sad to see a lot of people looking at a game that I've thoroughly come to enjoy since its beginning so much, and now having a different viewpoint. But also, as somebody that did get to that point, I think we could all benefit from taking a step back, trying different things, or if you really want to continue on that grind, taking a different perspective and looking at things differently. So, with all that said, it's good to be back. I'm with you all on that ranked grind. Plot, I'm coming back. Eventually, I will be back. Wait for me there, please. Whoever's in Plat right now. But we're going to Diamond. We're going to Diamond. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe down below, comment whatever frustrations you have right now with Valorant. If you're not enjoying the game, feel free to let me know down below. I'd love to hear some input on that. And with that said, I will see you all for the next video.